right, Coach, that's a tough one tonight. What are the emotions you are feeling and your team is feeling?
My heart is broken. It hurts. Like I physically feel pain in my heart right now for many reasons. I think I love this team so much and I'm so proud of them and I just wanted to hang on to them as long as possible. So, it's starting to soak in that, we're not training tomorrow and we don't have another game. So that's heartbreaking when you love your team so much, and they love each other. So, uh, but I am extremely proud obviously of the season, but tonight's performance was unbelievable. Like they were brave. They just performed well. Like we put them under pressure. I mean, we defended well. Like if that's going to be your last game of the season, that's the way I want it to look like. So our spirit was unbelievable. I thought our spirit was incredible. Um, so I'm just overall proud, but when you have a team like this, it's also heartbreaking to lose. And penalty
Ca-
kick. We didn't lose. It's technically a tie. So
Uh,
we lost in penalty kick. We did in advance.
yeah, we got to find a way to figure out, like, resolve matches other than PKs, coach. It's rough to watch PKs sometimes. You've been on both sides of it. But your team was so tremendous. So talk about the match. The UCLA came out strong, but you countered them. Diana got the great goal there. Just tell me about how you felt the match went from that standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, the team played and stuck to the game plan. I thought our press was, well executed. Um, and I thought this is soccer terms, like, once our press was broken, we got back and got organized defensively and got behind the ball with 10 players and our shape was good. Like, defending in the box, was so good. But on the other side, I think it's one thing to be defending, but I thought, the way that our composure and our passing, like our decision making, like was way better than our game against NC State. I didn't think we performed all that well against NC State, so I'm glad that we bounced back and actually like played to our potential tonight. But I thought they stuck to the game plan. They believe in the game plan. They had success with the game plan, and penalty kicks is just, I think you're at a little bit of a disadvantage when you've been into PKs the last three games because you start second guessing yourself, like they've watched us, they know us, like, and you could tell them, like, just go your way, like, as long as you strike it well, like, but, it's hard to, it's hard. It's a hard one.
You take the lead and then it's not for very long. They come right back and that corner. What did you see on that corner from UCLA?
They just boxed Carol out. I haven't seen the video yet, but Chris thought there was a foul that occurred, but I don't know for sure because I haven't seen the video. But they did a great job of boxing Carol out of there, and it was a well executed service. So, but we were prepared for that. We knew it. We trained it, but you know, I'm proud. UCLA's one of the best teams in the country, right? And they scored a corner kick on us. So thought that was pretty good.
Well, and Carolina was a big factor. She had a great match. You don't get here without her. Speak to her because she made some big saves to give you a chance there. Take it to PKs.
Carol's been unbelievable. Same story. She's been so consistent, and with every game this year, she's gotten better. Um, I mean, I'm just glad we have her for another season because, like you said, I don't know if we get here without her. It's a team performance, and everybody's play mattered. I just think everybody stepped up tonight. I think NC State, not everyone had their best game tonight. Like everyone had their best game.
This one stings, but it's been a season of great accomplishments, and you carry that over now into new challenges in a new league.
Yeah. Challenges, but we want challenges. We're ready for that. We need to be challenged more. We're returning, a great team. We're losing like some unbelievable players, but we're returning a great squad and adding, additional talent. So, um, we're excited to be in a new league and new competition, and I think it's going to be a good fit.
But of course, reflect on this year as a whole, not just with your team, but I mean, the year you've had and your staff's had. I've mentioned you've been part of the U.S. staff as an assistant, helped them qualify for the World Cup, winning them in Mexico. You're with this group of team, win a conference championship, win in the NCAAs, go in Raleigh, where you play professionally in the state of North Carolina, which means a lot to you. And then you're going to back to Los Angeles, the site of your highest career moment of your international career, winning the World Cup and pushing maybe the national champions favorites to PKs. Just can you put into words this year? Because this is a pretty special year for you.
If it was all supposed to be parallel, we should have won that because last time, we were in penalty kicks. We won. So with the U.S. So I was hoping we could pull off a 99er situation there. But yeah, I mean, I just feel really blessed, I've been talking about the players, and they're so fun to coach and so fun to be around. I just genuinely love being around them. But we don't get here, you say we don't get here without Carol. We don't get here without an unbelievable staff and the support that we have. So obviously with our coaching staff and me being gone and Tim having to step up as a husband and father, first and foremost, because I'm not home to help out. And then as a head coach stepping up into that role, the players have so much respect for him. But our technical staff with our coaching staff with Chris Cummings and Coach K. And then just all of the support. I have Alex right in front of me. It's just like Alex matters. Katie Ling, our director of operations, our sports performance coach, like our sport admin, like the way she's been an advocate for us. Like, I mean, everybody's role matters, and we don't get here without everybody that's had, that's had a hand in it. Everyone's been part of it, and they're all valued.
Coach, just another word on what the seniors mean to you, in particular, Kristen.
I mean, that's heartbreaking to me. Like I said, it hasn't even sunk in that I'm not going to, train them, and coach them. And I guess I could still coach them. They're stuck with me forever. I'm going to still coach them. So, from afar. But yeah, I mean, they're like daughters to me, So it's heartbreaking because I want to continue to coach them, but this is how the cycle goes, and our relationship will evolve. And that next step, that I take with the seniors after they graduate, that's a fun thing too. When it evolves just to that next step. But of course, Kristen, yeah, I mean, she's been around since just a little freshman from, hometown girl. Same with Daria. Like you think about Daria, just from Gainesville. I mean, we have these young Floridian kids that come in and no one thinks too highly of them, as far as other universities or, it's just, and they grew and they developed, became leaders, and just to watch their whole growth in these last 5 years. That's what I want to see. Like, that's my goal as a coach, is to watch your seniors grow. And, they did that. So I feel really satisfied in that area.
Two more guys.
Sounds like
Alex just said 2 more guys. 2
more. Well, this will be one more. This will be the last one. This sounds like this is one of your favorite groups you've ever coached. I can hear it in your voice. You enjoyed this group a lot. You've obviously enjoyed a lot of your teams you've had, but this one in particular, pretty special group for you that you've enjoyed.
Of course.
Yeah.
Man, we only lost 2 games all season. Of course I love this team. Yeah, they're just fighters. And it does mean a lot when you've got a veteran. I've been talking, we have a veteran group. When I told you guys in preseason, we're gonna have a veteran group. It's gonna come down to having a veteran group, and they're gonna be leaders, and they're gonna be the ones holding the team accountable. And they did that. Like, that makes my job a lot easier. I'm not trying to pull them through, like, come on, like, this is our standard. No. I'm like not sitting back, but like, you can let them lead, and I'm there to facilitate, but they took over the veterans and the leadership, and not just the ones that have been here for 5 years. Like, you have a Georgia Ian Collins and a Khalees Barton, and who else transferred in that? Mainly, I think those two. But just came in and took over, and the veterans led, and they did a great job. So they're great role models for leaving the program in this fashion. The ones that are still here that are going to be returning, like, they know what the expectation is, and they've seen great leaders, and they know how to be now.